Hi people, how you all doing? Welcome and welcome back to the channel. It is Sandra here and I am back again with another video from Charlie Kirk. So this just says Charlie Kirk leaves woke gender activists in tears. Are those literal tears or hypothetical? Which of those? Or which is it? So yeah, I'm going to get into this for the very first time, and without no further ado, people, let's just hop right into the video.
So my question is about what you said earlier about Justice Ketanji Brown's Jackson's qualifications for the Supreme Court, and how you mentioned that she was unable to define what a woman is, and I'd like to compare that to Justice Barrett. So Justice Jackson went to a public high school, attended an Ivy League law school, clerked for the Supreme Court, was a public defender, served on the Sentencing Commission, was a district judge, and served on the Court of Appeals. And as for Justice Barrett, she was a Supreme Court clerk, and she also sat in the Court of Appeals. And when she was being questioned by the Senate during her confirmation, she was asked to name the freedoms of the First Amendment, which she struggled with. So my question is, what makes Justice Justice Barrett more qualified than Justice Brown?
So first of all, what does your shirt say? I can't see that.
Trump 24 years in prison.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, got it. But we could talk about that in a second. I was like seeing double. I was like, are you a Trump fan or not? Because, yeah, obviously not. Yeah, I mean, by the way, how is Ketanji Brown Jackson's Ivy League credentials impressive if she got in with affirmative action? Why is that impressive? And by the way, Amy Coney Barrett did her entire hearing without a shred of notes in front of her. You remember that? She had nothing but a notepad, all from memory. Ketanji Brown Jackson, I will just ask you, do you think it's important that one of the 9 people determining the most important interpretation of our laws knows what a woman is?
Well, right. Well, my counter to that is that we shouldn't really be seeing the world in black and white. And a woman it's more than what meets the eye for a definition.
No, it's not. No, we should see the world through male and female. Yeah.
Why?
Definitely. Well, why? Because I live in reality, not in Narnia or some sort of weird created academic abstract space that doesn't exist.
So why shouldn't a person be socially welcome to identify with gender outside of the binary?
Well, anyone can pretend to be something they're not, but that doesn't make them the thing that they're not. Can I be black?
No.
Oh, but why can't I socially become black? Blackface, right? I can pretend, wear camouflage, masquerade as something that I'm not, right? How's that different than a trans person?
Race and gender are two completely separate things. They have nothing to do with each other, and the existence of being transgender does not imply the existence of being transracial.
So you can pretend to say that you have ovaries when you don't, but you can't put makeup on to pretend to be a black person.
What transgender women are claiming to have ovaries?
There's lots of men that pretend to have ovaries. In fact, the CDC guidance says right now that men can chest feed. Do you think men can chest feed?
That's not the sole criterion for being.
So let me ask you a question. What is a woman?
A woman is someone who identifies as one.
Answer the question without saying the word woman. You can't say the word woman. That's called circular reasoning. It's like saying a tree is something that looks like a tree. So I'll ask again, what is a woman?
A woman is a person who lives a lifestyle aligned with feminine characteristics, not necessarily your chromosomes or your genitals.
So someone who just wears a dress. So what you are doing is you are reducing womanhood to a costume.
No. So, are you suggesting that, like, a transgender woman goes about her day pretending to be a woman, but then when she gets home, she starts acting like a man?
No, delusional in every part of life. I understand that, but that doesn't mean they're not delusional. There's a series of mental conditions where you could pretend to be a wolf. Can you be trans species too? Does your own mental condition dictate external reality? Yes or no?
Not necessarily.
Okay, then why do you believe that a biological man can become something that he is not? Because he thinks it.
Because gender is not interchangeable with sex.
Yeah, right. So there are 0 genders. There are only 2 sexes. Gender is a made-up term that started in the academy in the 1960s. Talking about sex, which is the only thing that actually can be proven and that matters, XXXY, I will ask the question again, why is it that a man can suddenly become a dress and can be treated exactly the same as a woman that is biologically, not just biologically different, but somebody has a different brain, a different hormonal system, menstruate, have children? I'll be very honest with you. It is so unbelievably insulting to women to have men have to lecture that all it takes is some weird dude with testosterone can put makeup on, wear a thong and a dress, and he suddenly becomes a woman. Here's at the essence of the issue, is that no matter how much surgery you do, no matter how many drugs you take, you don't stop being the thing that you were born. You don't get to determine your reality by a stroke of the will. I don't deny for a second that the trans person thinks that they are. Certain people think that they're younger than they are. Some people think they're taller than they are. Some people think they're richer than they are. Some people think they're innocent when they're not, like Bob Menendez. There's plenty of delusional people in this world. It's up for society to say no to the delusional and yes to reality. It is for us to not allow us to be reined under the tyranny of somebody's imagination. Do you have a response? And then we'll wrap it up. I'm not going to put you on the spot. I appreciate you being here tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, next question. And give it up for him. That's not easy to do at a conservative event. I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you.
Wow. You know, at first I was asking, was it literal tears? But it seemed like it was literal tears because he tore that guy apart. The student is so innocent at heart that I felt so sorry for him all through. If not that he was forcing himself to stand for a cause that, kind of like annoys me, I would have wanted to give him a hug because it was just, I felt so sorry for him. Like he wasn't supposed to go there to take on Charlie Kirk. Because someone who has information, someone who has a vast amount of information is already with a very strong tool, okay, compared to someone who doesn't. And then someone with Charlie Kirk's presence can be very intimidating, okay? And then he has that presence and then he has that information and then you don't have any of that and you're coming on to take him. I mean, I must really give it to this student because one thing he did have was courage, because I would have chickened out, okay? I felt truly sorry for him because he had no way to back himself up, and it was just a very embarrassing situation. But I really just hope that this will open his eyes to seeing that you shouldn't force yourself to reason in a way that doesn't make sense, okay? I don't know, they always talk about how transgenderism is different from any form of trans whatever, he was speaking about how like transgenderism isn't the same thing as transracial. Why? The word trans means transpiring, means changing. So why should it be different? Why should that be why should that be a difference? Like why? What's the reason? He was even asking, I think he was asking why, he asked a question on why the world should be seen based on binaries. It should be seen based on black and white, or women and men, and all of that. I'm just like, what are you saying? This was so, it was too much to watch. I mean, I've gotten into a lot of these videos, but this one broke my heart, because that is such an innocent person. I don't know what orientation, made him believe that he wants to be a trans activist. I really do not know, but I really just hope that he, goes and, rethinks things and all of that. But speaking on transgenderism, if you guys, watch my videos, you would know that I have been very much open to really just understanding, where the heads are, are at, right? I want to know where the head is at, and just what is driving, all of that. The whole LGBTQ community in general. I just want to put it out here that I actually have found a book. I don't know why I'm sharing this, but yeah, I found a book that, sort of, I guess, based on like reviews, sort of like explains it, right? I haven't gotten into it. I'll get into it in due time, but I just want to tell you guys that possibly soon I could have a different outburst to transgenderism. I don't know what I'm putting out there, but yeah. Thank you all so much for joining me. Please do share your thoughts and your opinions down in the comment box. I really want to know what you all think about this. Yeah, I want to know what you all think about this. So please do share all of that down in the comment box. And we have come to the very end of today's video. Thank you all so much for joining me. Obviously, as we do it, you know that I would love to know your opinions and your thoughts down in the comment box. Please do engage with me. I'm obviously going to be there in the comments, and let's just put our heads together and just, yeah, share our thoughts and opinions. But thank you all so much. Do well to like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel if you know you did enjoy something up on this video. I'm really gonna appreciate it. But upon to the very next one.